guys. Welcome to another episode of Jensday on a Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode live here on Facebook. As you can clearly see, I have some amazing people right here with me. I have to just, bow in the presence of greatness.
I want to bow to you right now.
Yeah, you're right. Hail Queen.
Okay, we have the reigning Chutney Monarch King. We have GI here with us. Thank you so much for joining. And if we have to think of someone who truly loves the art form and is dedicated to pushing the soca global, we have none other than Erphaan Alves joining us this evening. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. So I've introduced you guys, but please feel free to introduce yourself to my fans, my supporters and well-wishers, as well as for your fans who I'm sure will be looking on.
Well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be in company. Royalty. We have the Chutney King and the Supranational Queen. So, and me. But
there's
it's a pleasure to
there's
be.
a soca king in your own right, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's a pleasure to be here. Jens, congrats again. And I like to talk when I'm ready, so.
But the good thing is, it's talk thing which makes sense, bro.
I appreciate that, yeah.
I follow what's going on in the arts, I
know that, of course, you have to be involved.
I have to be up to date with whatever going on. And with that being said, Jenelle, congratulations. And for those of you who do not know me, familiarize yourself now. My real name is Imran Beharry, better known as GI. I am the 2020 and 2021 Chutney Soca Monarch. Back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah, maybe if I decide to defend that on next year, who knows, I might be 3 times in a row.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So for those of you who do not know, well, now you know.
Yeah, but I'm sure they know.
It's nice being here with royalty. Erphaan is royalty. Jenelle is royalty.
I appreciate that.
Erphaan is a defender of culture. Also a young person like myself, I am also a defender of culture. And when I say culture, I mean culture generally, the art form. Not only music, we have all the arts. Everything where the art form is concerned from Trinidad and Tobago. That is what we fight for.
I love that. So I have to say again, thank you so much for being with me this evening. Today, we're just going to chat about, let's, get the elephant out of the room. COVID-19 and how it has affected your industry, really. Nowhere did we think that we would be living through a pandemic. Nowhere would we think that Carnival, our beloved Carnival, will be taken away from us. So I know how difficult this must be.
I couldn't do nothing. We are the Mecca.
It's really hard. Okay, so for me personally, I'm involved in Carnival on a different aspect. So, the boots around the savannah. My family, we have been there since I am solo down camera since ye had.
Jens, not to cut you off, but that is one, like when I see that going up, that is when I start to feel alive. That's when I know it's coming. Them boots, very, very, very important.
That's honestly, you feel the buzz in the country. When you see the boots start coming up, Carnival is in the air.
For sure.
So it has been difficult truly to not be a part of the culture in that aspect, because we will meet so much foreigners who literally just come into the country to experience our culture, something that you can't really put a value on because they spend their money to experience what we live in 365. So guys, tell me, how has this time been for you and in your industry?
Well, for me, sorry.
Yes.
No, you already started, Erphaan. Go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so just just for these, to ease the confusion, I will go first if it is an open question. But for me, I could clearly remember December 2020. Sorry.
2019.
No, sorry. March 2020 was the first time I paid full attention because I was hearing about it during Carnival. And I was like, well, we heard about SARS, didn't affect this country or the entire globe in any great capacity. If we compare in both, right, from then to now, it talked about Ebola. So I was like, it's gonna happen and it's gonna blow over. We would enjoy the year. I would tour the entire world, coming off a great carnival, pick a side, everything nice, Soca Global. So ready to actually live, pushing the Soca Global now. And then the first case, you all can remember when we had the first case? What month was that? I can't remember, but from the time
it was the 15th of March, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was March. So at that moment, you know, it hit me that, all right, the year is not gonna be as planned, and we definitely just have to see what occurs. And the uncertainty just grew and grew. Waves of uncertainty. All right, yeah, it'll cool down. Nah, it gets serious again. The case is rising. And at that moment, I decided to start thinking. People might ask thinking about what? I decided to think about how can I remain relevant, efficient, and just overall continue to make sense as a creative, right? Because I'm involved in a whole bunch of stuff, not only as an artist. And I remember my mother telling me when I used to attend St. George's College, don't put eggs in one basket, don't put all eggs in one basket, you know, and life is not a bed of roses. So I really understand what she meant at that point, because we all been through struggle, but that struggle was a very abrupt, untimely one, and everybody was scrambling. When I link up with some of my artist friends, everybody was kind of thrown off, because we live in a society where Carnival is so important that it affects business for artists throughout the year. Your success during Carnival would affect what your touring schedule and so on. So I just decided to look at different things, look at different avenues, started investing in a lot of stuff that I never thought I would have been invested in. But to tell you the truth, I want to talk all day. I need to give Jai some time to talk. But to tell you the truth, it is still very arduous. It's challenging, but to me, it's like a diamond in the rough. And I know a lot of creatives would have actually been hit the same way in the earlies, but as a creative now, our job is to reflect society and adjust. So for me, it was a great opportunity to really be put totally out of my comfort zone. It was either sink or swim, and right now we still learning to swim, but we stay afloat. And with all the negative or trying times, I believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and for all of us, it's only greatness on that side.
That's it.
I feel you 1,000% with everything you say.
Blessings, bro.
Because I think you kind of sum up the answer for both of us there. I mean, think about it. Well, I mean, I could talk from being a title holder.
Right.
So having won Chutney Soca Monarch for the very first time in 2020, right? And then, bam, pandemic. I enjoyed the carnival. I was doing like 17, 18 shows a weekend, because at that time I had a popular song by the name of Anna. It was Anna, Anna, don't squeeze my banana. So we was all over, and then I captured my first title after working for it for 5 years. Right? 5 years, we keep working and working and working. I mean, I went from 6th to 4th to not making it to the final, to placing 4th, to placing 2nd, and then winning. And then after winning the title, which is internationally recognized, because when you win Soca Monarch, Chutney Soca Monarch, those those titles hold value internationally. You understand? The first thing I promote will be, hey, who is the Chutney Soca Monarch? Who is the Soca Monarch? No matter what country you're from, what island you're from, once you win it here, it counts globally. And then having won that for the very first time, I wasn't able to tour. I make one trip, New York, and the time I come back from New York, they lock down the country.
You're lucky.
Boy, I get away by the skin of the teeth. I get away. But all in all, it was very challenging, and it is still very challenging. But as Erphaan said, you had to make up your mind when you want to do either you sing or you want to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Sometimes they throw you a life jacket, you know. But if you don't know how to keep yourself afloat without the life jacket, you can't be dependent only on the life jacket, because that could only carry you for so long. Suppose something come and bite that life jacket now, and you know, when you're out there, the water's rough. Understand? This is Titanic, you know. You had to try and keep yourself afloat without any help. I mean, it was very challenging. It is still challenging, but again, I will go back to what Erphaan said. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is we are probably our era here, the people that living right now here on Earth are probably the unfortunate ones that have to go through this. Because I think the last time they had a pandemic was many years ago. Where it hit the world like this. So out of it, I try to take the good or the greatness out of the situation. You understand? And the good in it, last year I was able to, out of my 300,000 winning, I was able to allocate $60,000 out of that money and give it to charity. Where we went out on our own 2 feet and gave charity. I mean, I'm bringing it up because damn if you do, damn if you don't. They say that we don't do nothing. Artists don't do nothing, and we making all this money. And that.
I've been seeing a bunch of stuff on Facebook, but you know, not every single artist will post what they're doing.
I didn't want to, but being the international Chutney Soca Monarch, my management decided we needed to bring it to the attention of the people. Not that we are taking this money and going to do a party or a fest, or everything is a drink and everything is online. I'm a very focused individual, and people who know me know that I have a passion for culture. It doesn't matter. We are one Trinidadians. We are one people, and I am very passionate for culture across the board, whether it be Miss Supranational, Soca Monarch, Chutney Monarch, Calypso Tent. It doesn't matter to me. We want people, and finding the time then to do that by hand and by foot with my team, I felt that I achieved something that I could never achieve being on a stage, because I was able to go to people and have conversations with them and really figure out, the difficulty people facing out here. Yes, we all are facing the same difficulty, but people, we are somewhat in a better position than some. You know, I live in the Southland, Penal to be exact. So there's a lot of poverty here. And then when I extended my reach to places like Morva and stuff like that, there's a lot of poverty there too. You understand? There's a lot of poverty up in the east, up in the west, in the central, in the south. So it made me realize that we still do have a lot of poverty in this country. So that time I spent being on the road doing this, I realized that we have real poor people in this country. We need to find some way. I mean, unfortunately, I haven't got my prize money for this year Chutney Soca Monarch, but I am a very patient person, and once it's feasible and once I am able to do charity again, I will do it.
Yeah.
Understand?
I must take time to commend you, GI. I understand what you mean when it is you as cultural icons. Let's just get it out of the way, because oftentimes we only give people their flowers when they're not here.
True.
And at a point in time, we have to stop that cycle, right? This is not about, for those who are watching, this is not about gloating, absolutely not. But this is to show that as servant leaders, And the three of us here, that's exactly what we are. We are ambassadors to Trinidad and Tobago, and that means all 0.13 documented and undocumented. We are here to serve our country in whatever form and any way that we can. I know Erphaan, so Erphaan and I...
Whatever form and whatever fashion. You can't forget the fashion. You can't forget the fashion. Come on. We have form and we have fashion. Yo, I'm not again the boy voice. We have form and fashion.
No, but guys, so really, it's important to give back. I know Erphaan, he gives back through the St. George's music fund as a past 2 months. I feel like if I've been to St. George's, guys, my alma maters, St. Francois Girls College and Polytechnic Sixth Form, big up to my alma maters. But through my friends, I understand that we have a lot of talent that comes from St. George's College, musical talent that is, as well as the arts. They really focus into the creators of Trinidad and Tobago. So kudos for St. George's for doing that. As you guys, spoke about how you are navigating through this time, I definitely echo these same sentiments. Especially Gia, you mentioned that 5 years you've been wanting this. I know Erphaan started this thing before he could probably even tour properly.
Well, I actually started when I was 8 years old through Mastana and stuff, right? Yeah. So I started a long time. Actually, today the question was posted to me prior being on this interview. I had another one before, and the same question was posted. So only 5 years. I mean, GI is only 6 years old, but I have been in the industry for a long time. I've sang with 2 big Chutney Soca bands in Trinidad. That's Karma and Dilinadan. I spent 4 years in Karma and 7 years in Dilinadan. So I have a wealth of experience in the music industry. And being with these 2 top-line Chutney bands, I've gained a lot of knowledge over the years. I've spent 11 years working in bands. And then after that, I decided to, take a break from it, refocus, find my space in the industry, and then rebrand.
Come back out,
Right. So I used to go by the name Jenelle Imran before, and then I rebranded from Jenelle Imran to GI. And that's where I started my solo career. And I started the journey 6 years ago. And in that 6 years, I was able to win 2 Chutney Soca Monarchs back to back.
Congratulations. That honestly is amazing and it is inspiring. So now I can say with confidence that you guys have been in the industry for years. I
know of Erphaan writing before he started singing, writing all these big names singing. I know a little bit. I just do my research. At the end of the day, we had to keep up with each other. And when people doing great things, you want to be aware of the movement because you also want to be in line. Either I open my door for you, you open my door for me. We're on the same movement, which is about taking anything global.
Yeah, that is it. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned global. So I just wanted to know, our industries are very different, but still similar when it comes to what we're doing this for is so much bigger than us. Right. So much bigger than us. So you started at 8, Erphaan, you started at what age?
9 years.
9. And I have wanted to be a Miss Trinidad and Tobago since the age of 6. So we were all itty bitty bubs wanting this dream and working towards it. What advice would you guys have for myself? I look at myself as an ambassador. Opportunity to go to Poland to represent our country on an international stage. At this time, it's about 50 other delegates. Because of COVID, it's a little smaller, but 50 delegates from all over the world.
I don't have my winner already, I talking to my winner already, No offense to nobody else, but I'm speaking to my winner already.
Excellent.
So go with that attitude, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I get a question already, and before Erphaan go with it, I want you to be Jenelle. You shouldn't be nobody else. You shouldn't watch nobody. You shouldn't bother with nobody because that is my mindset when I go into competition. Yes, is a competition, and I respect all. But when I step on that stage, I own it, that mine. You understand? Just like when I go to any party to perform, when it's my time is prime time. You understand? And I want you to be the same person.
I'm going with that.
Jenelle is Jenelle. Jenelle is Jenelle, and Jenelle is prime time. And you can only be you. I want you to go and do yourself, represent Trinidad and Tobago, because that's what you're going to do. And for a matter of fact, you're representing me, you're representing Erphaan, you're representing the fraternity, the arts. Yeah. You understand? And trust me, I say what I say. I am speaking to my winner already.
Say less. Say less.
It's so ironic that I was about to say the exact thing, probably just in a different way, but props to GI, because that's exactly what would take any artist through, what would take any competitor of any creative or competition, and in the form of fashion, beauty, or talent. So aside from you maintaining your originality or your brand, right? And that would be Jenelle, Thongs, and Trinidad and Tobago. When it comes to the negativity, which I'm sure you would have experienced some way or the other, whether it be in life or through competing, just keep what I say, don't chin up, don't let your crown fall. I say you are our winner, and we supporting it from now straight till they put that crown on your head.
Let me show you something. Sorry,
so in terms of competition itself, me being a part of this from a child to now, I have seen with my own eyes the trials and the tribulations that can happen right before someone hits that stage. So what I would tell you, I'm sure you know already, but to remind you to maintain that standard now. And that is the Trini standard, the Jenelle Thongs standard. That standard is a clean, pure, regal, everything that comes with everything queen-like. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, what they would remember is how you deal with that trial, or how you deal with that tribulation. And Marshall Montano once told me, the performance starts from the time you reach the venue.
Yes.
And you going out there to represent Trinidad, or even if you're here, the performance starts as soon as you enter the backstage, getting ready, preparing, that mindset, that mental. And for me, it's not always about winning. For me, it's about making that statement. I never won a Soca Monarch, and I competed in a lot of national competitions. I won some, lost some. But you know what? What stood out to me is that a lot of the kids who would have took part in Junior Soca Monarch, Junior Calypso Monarch, little community competitions, they're not around today. And these are the kids that used to beat me, who would have come first and second above Erphaan Alves. But one thing I used to true is the fact that I am me, and my time will come once I continue representing my brand and myself as much and as best as possible. So just go out there and do you. Chin up, don't let the crown fall.
Exactly. And that's the thing, as Erphaan was saying, right, Jenelle? There's negative forces, there's negative energy, and there's positive energy. We don't embrace negativity, right? Negativity not even in our vocabulary, because it don't really, us when we go out there, we don't represent that. He said, be clean and pure. We all have this clean and pure hearts. You understand?
Born like that.
Once you go out there with that mindset, I hear what's going on. I'm Jenelle Thongs. I am representing my soldiers back in Trinidad and Tobago. And here what's going on. We come out here, and I don't mean this in any violent way, but we come out here to battle. And they send the best soldier in front to deal with it for them. You understand?
I love it.
The general for nothing, and I saluting you, You understand?
Yes, boy.
We send the best soldier in the front line because we know what Jenelle Thongs could do. And I will say it again, and I will say it again and again. I already have my winner. You have all the features of a champion, of a queen, of a winner. All I seen is win.
Come hold on with me. Gas me up.
Yeah.
And no, it's not gas. It's not gas. Be real. It's not gas. Be real.
You have a great team of people. Let me tell you another thing I have learned over the years competing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you have a great team of people around you, nothing could go wrong. Because here, the last person who want to be in your ears should be the most focused. Even if something go wrong on the outskirts, you should know that. You understand? You should always be, yes, everything good to go. Everything real good to go. Because I remember at that time, my first competition, the first Monarch, things was going wrong and I didn't know. Behind the scene. Because management wasn't saying nothing. TV and them wasn't saying nothing. It was just, everything was just going wrong. But them was dealing with it. I was nowhere wrong. When I come in, was time to go on stage, not knowing real things just went wrong. Just before, as Erphaan saying, it's just happened when you least expect it. You understand? We ordered all these glow sticks to the crowd, blah, blah, blah. And nothing reached. Nothing was there at the venue. Wow. Then props, things was going bad, rain falling, the props mash up. If you see men working, it's afterwards I knowing all these things. And then boom, my job was to go on stage and focus on the crowd and the judges. And everything behind me, I was not focused on that. Because I had my team of people there, which you will have your team of people there as well with you. Your focus is to do what you need to do, what you come to do, which is execute, right?
I love that.
I love what happens behind you.
That you see.
Yeah, what happens behind you. And this is every year I go into competition. And again, I would say Stevie and the rest of the squad will know that, you know, Natasha, everybody will know that my job is to sing and perform and impress the judges and command the crowd. That is my job. Everybody who flipping and dancing and who flying and things that ain't concern me. The men and them in charge of that creative aspect behind me, they need to make sure that's intact. Or if something goes wrong, how are we dealing with it?
Yes.
So you know, to the people who on your team, if something had to go wrong, that's not Jenelle's problem. Her only thing to do is go out there and bring this thing home, which I already saying it.
I love that you mentioned that because, so as I mentioned, Erphaan and I, we know each other. Erphaan, how long we know each other now? Let's see.
More than 10 years, you know.
That's a problem. So I would know that because I've seen Erphaan compete at times and here and there would have been part of the performance.
Tell them.
And I agree with you guys because the jobs that you have as ambassadors, as performers, is no easy feat. That feeling of being on the stage, and I know it would resonate with you right before you go in. It's like it's a different type of energy, as Marsha would say. Like it's a different type of energy. Funny enough, so this is for those who know or may not know. I actually sang for my talent at the local leg, and it is actually going to be my talent for the international competition. So,
artists.
So.
More mic.
If you guys could sing one line of your favorite song, it can be a song of yours, a song that's a genre that people have no idea that you love. It could be rap, it could be jazz, it can be rock, I don't know, anything. Erphaan, give me one line of your favorite song. In your case, you can give me a line of a favorite song you've ever written. So people, you can, you know, throw people off a little bit.
Well, I don't have a favorite song, but I'm gonna give you something that is very relevant. As Jai said, we have our winner already. So when that crown goes on your head, you know what we're gonna sing? Long time this are overdue. Long time this are overdue. Because you're special to me, yeah. Special to me, yeah. Very special, Supernatural Queen. Yes, you're very special. Excellent.
Guys, that's some of you in there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sing a piece of the song that I won the Chutney Soca Monarch with this year.
Yeah, man.
And I think it's relevant to the situation we face in the world right now. Not, you know, not, I don't mean to stray from, you know, Miss Supernatural, etc. But this is what we all face together. So I just want to sing and, you know, just understand the vibe. When the song was written, it was written during COVID times, and I just felt it was the right time for me to do the song, and I win my second title with it.
Yes.
All my friend and me, and all my family, we should love each other endlessly. All who don't like me and all my enemy, we should be living in harmony. Don't take forever to say we love each other when God calls our number. It's over before it's too late and we never have a chance to see each other. Oh, let we have a drink together. Salute.
That was okay. So I have to say, how do you do it? I try.
How do you do it?
I can't get that. I can't get the, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you, that is why we all represent for one another. Wherever I fall short, you pick up the slack for me. Yeah, wherever you fall short, we always have to pick up the slack for you. Because it have a part of my song where I said, you are my brother and you are my sister. Hand in hand we'll face whatever. We walk together. I'm in your corner. I am here for you whenever. Don't take forever to say we love each other when God calls our number. It's over before it's too late and we never have a chance to see each other. Oh, let we have a drink together.
No, that's it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Give him a next one, guys. Give him a next one.
Supernatural.
Why? All right, guys. So I just want to move on to, if you had to, well, as you know, just taking it back here, GI with that beautiful, beautiful song. If you had to have one thing that you can say to Trinidad and Tobago right now to inspire them to bring a sense of call to action. Like for myself, Miss Supranational has given me the amazing platform to really launch something that's near and dear to my heart. This is not the first time my supporters would know of my community service initiative called Bridge the Gap. And it's really geared towards inspiring communities and to bring in that togetherness. I think Trinidad and Tobago along the way, we have lost that sense of community. We have lost that sense of family where we look out for each other. So this is what it's geared towards. And I am hoping to inspire and to be inspired by my fellow countrymen. GI, if there's one thing that you can inspire the country, what would you say?
You know, use our word, right? Hope.
Yeah.
HOPE. Right? Hope. If there's one thing we could hold on to, is that.
Yeah.
We need to believe in it. We need to believe in what we're doing. We need to believe in the systems we have in place here in Trinidad and Tobago. And stop the blame game. There's only so much the government could do at any given time. But if we follow all protocols, you understand? We are under SOE. If we stay inside, let the police do their job. Respect the law. These are things that is put in place for our own benefit, our own good. Get vaccinated. Once the opportunity arises, please get vaccinated.
Yes,
and
yes.
Don't try to, if the Prime Minister come on our television saying, don't do this. Don't do the opposite to show the Prime Minister that, oh, use your own boss. Yes, everybody's their own boss. But we need to give the people in authority a little bit more respect, because there's only so much they could do at this point in time. There's only so much money flowing into the country. There's only so much money that is generating right now. And we need to give these people them a chance to really do what they need to do. But if we do the right thing, which is sanitize, wear our mask, only go out if it's necessary, you understand? You make the jobs for the emergency people, the first responders then, nurses, police, fire officers, you make their job a little bit easier. They also have families they need to attend to. They also have things to do. They also have a life, but they're working more than they're supposed to be working to ensure that we are safe. You understand? But we need to respect that. We need to respect that. We need to have hope. Give the government a chance to really do what they need to do. Stop.
We can get out of this.
Yeah, so we can get out of it faster. Stop. I don't want to use the word, but stop the scene. Stop doing that to the scene. You understand? Stop doing that to the scene. Because you're making it difficult for everybody. You're making it difficult for me because I need to be out there doing my thing. You understand? But I have a family. You understand? And I have things to see about here in Trinidad. And I love my country. I don't want to be going out there to stay for no rest of the year and for months. I accustomed going back and forth, and I love my country, my twin island, Trinidad and Tobago. So if we stop doing that to the scene, and respecting what is the measures that is put in place for us, then the hope will become reality for us, that we will come out of it. We will no longer have to say, hey, we holding on to hope.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, blessings. Jai is very correct. I endorse what he said. Yeah. I believe if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going, and as a nation, we have watchwords, we have a motto. The motto is together, we aspire together, we achieve, and according to GI, we are in this together. It's not one sector of society being affected by this pandemic. The entire world is, and it's a fight against an invisible opponent, and we really need to kind of be our brother's keeper. Together we aspire, together we achieve. Discipline, tolerance, production, some of the nations, watchwords, all of those things is what was set to guide us through, the rough. And even in good time, we should remember it too. So I would just like the nation to kind of tap into those watchwords and together we aspire, together we achieve, the motto, to really kind of get a firm understanding of what we need to do right now to get forward. Yes, we want to fit. Yes, we want to party. I am a soca artist. During this time, I am hardly in the country. But at the end of the day, this is something greater than me. So I can't be selfish and do things that could kind of hinder the progress. So, with all that being said, positivity reigns, positivity rules, and that should get us out there.
I agree with that 100%. I just want to echo the sentiments of our ambassadors here. Guys, this is not an easy feat. No way would we think that we would be living through a pandemic in our 20s, in our 30s. Like, I did not expect that I would be in this position. I didn't think that I would have been.
16. I'm gonna be sweet 16 this year. I mean, come on.
So GI wants to have a sweet 16, guys. So we have to do our part to ensure that we can get. I want to get rid of this talk of the new normal. We don't want a new normal. We want a better normal. We have to take this time to kind of reset so that when things do go back and the country is being vaccinated, that is like a breath of fresh air, right? This is not the time to, as GI say, it's not a blame game, guys. I understand Peter paying for Paul. I fed up pay for Paul. I have no money to pay for Paul. I broke on this pocket. I can't pay for Paul anymore. So to be able to do this together, I work in the medical field. I am a practice manager of a dancer clinic. So I'm not exactly frontline, but we are seeing emergency patients every day. There are people who have to leave their houses, We have people who are essential workers who have to go out, and we have what we consider non-essential, but people have to get back to work. Yeah. The economy has to be stimulated and has to be flowing. We have people who stuck outside, guys, for over a year, and they can't come home let us please do our part. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and only leave if absolutely necessary.
Another thing, Jenelle, another thing, this is also a wake-up call for us all.
Yes.
When things going nice, always have something hiding.
Yeah.
You have to have thing hiding. Put away.
What?
Say that again, bro. Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again.
When thing going sweet,
yeah,
and the thing flowing nice, make sure we put away for these times. It is unexpected, right? I didn't put coronavirus on planet Earth. Neither you, neither Erphaan. None of us did. Science did, right? But we have to be able to balance the scale. Yeah. When we making $1, don't want to spend the whole $1. You understand? You need to find a way to save at least 50 cents from that $1.
Yeah.
Or if you could even push it to 75 cents, go ahead and do it. You understand? Because now everybody want to say, boy, the thing bad and the thing hard, and we want to depend on the government wholly and solely. Not saying no, yes, we have a government for a reason, but we can't keep going at the government. We don't have nothing to generate money in the country right now. There's no carnival because of COVID. Carnival is a thing that generate funds for the country.
Millions.
Right? No matter what budget is allocated towards the art form for carnival, it is also revenue that comes into the country and they make money from it, right? That is a big blow to the country by not having carnival, and I defending that because I know that is the sector I in, so I could judge from the sector I been in. You understand? Carnival generates a lot of income for the country. You understand? So at this point in time, the government telling you, the police telling you, stay indoors so we don't have to give you a ticket. If they wanted to be spiteful, they could have tell you, well, go ahead and run. You run it out in our partner. And we could just ticket everybody to generate income. You understand? We give back to the people, but they're going to get a charge on your name.
Yeah.
So it's common sense too. If we use the common sense when we making it, put away something. So in times like this, where it is unexpected, we could at least survive for a point in time. You know, at least not at the start of a pandemic, everybody turn poor. You understand? If we do this smart thing from the get-go, I'm a real person and I am a real guy. And I am a real guy. As the country locked down, they want to see, everybody want to see what they could get from the government. You understand? I mean, come on, guys. We need to be smarter than that. And as Erphaan said,
this is why
he didn't know he would have to go into other things. But he do what he had to do, and he's continuing to do what I also did. You do other things, you make investments, whatever, to generate some sort of income to survive. But at the end of the day, sometimes our investment don't hit it off right away. It takes time. You understand? And people need to understand these things. Use this as a reality check. Not only Trinidad and Tobago, but people of the world.
I think it's really important. This pandemic, and I'm sure as with everyone else, it has shown me a lot about myself, about my family, about friends, about the community, about my country, really. And it is, and I agree, like having that rainy fund. Now I understand, guys, it's been over a year. You may have had some funds, but we didn't think we would be back. I mean,
I would say a year and a half.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah.
So it's been quite some time, and this is why the call is really for being your brothers and sisters keeper. I just want to touch again on my Bridge the Gap, my community service initiative, because the tagline for my Let's Each One Reach One charitable initiative is about helping where you can, when you can, with what you have, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, and what you look like. So if it is you see someone in need, now I understand I don't have millions in the bank. I wish I did, but I don't.
Soon.
So I can't help.
Soon,
I can't help families. You know, I can't help an entire community. But what I can do is, if I see someone struggling, I could at least go get a maxi hamper. You know, I can do a small bit, but the journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. Rome was not built in a day. So if it is we're able to help our fellow men that way, and I want to just take this time to say, if you feel compelled to help in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to get on to me on any of my social media handles. But each time you put at Jenelle Thongs, there's only one Jenelle Thongs. Yes, Thongs is my last name. Let's just get it out there. Once you type that in,
winning
you're gonna...
name. That's a winning name.
That's my name. You're gonna definitely
name.
The Sponsor a Mile campaign. Why the Sponsor a Mile campaign is to assist me in getting to Poland. I completely understand that we are all going through it. So we have, well, thankfully for my amazing team and from doing work with any communities, we are also using this Sponsor a Mile in a sense to sponsor a family, sponsor a friend, sponsor a Tobagonian. So if you feel compelled to just give $100 and you decide 50 is to get me to Poland and 50 is to sponsor a family. If you say 99 is for the family and $1 to me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We just want to ensure that in this period of uncertainty and darkness, and we're not too sure what's going on, that at the forefront of everything and the main part of this conversation is about us really being ambassadors to Trinidad and Tobago and wanting to give back, and we're giving back in the forms that we know how to. Yesterday, I had the amazing conversation with the Minister of Youth Development and National Service, and it was...
That's so, right?
Yes.
He's an incredible person.
He is so
definitely
amazing.
A future leader, definitely a future leader of this country.
So amazing to see someone so passionate about our youth. And that's
across the board,
service across the board. I feel after that conversation, I really feel like if a new passion is birthed into me, into really wanting to be my absolute best self, not only for myself, the gentleman here on the screen, but for everyone who's watching this live, did you hear it today, tomorrow, next week, next year? This is for you. I hope that you guys, the takeaway from this conversation is while we're here laughing, having a good time, but we're speaking about very serious conversations as well. That this is, we love Trinidad and Tobago. Like, I have no way to spin it. God knew why he made me Trinidadian. Like, I would not want to be from any island republic. I just feel like we are just, I don't know how to explain it.
Unique.
But this
one
is
of
it.
A kind.
I just like.
I think we in Trinidad and Tobago are born. We in Trinidad and Tobago are just born leaders. Everybody are just born leaders.
It's just
we lead things that others follow outside. It's
natural. Like, it is a blessing to be from such a diverse place, multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and we're able to sit here, sing different songs, and share our own cultures between ourselves. We just recently celebrated Indian Arrival Day. In August, we're going to be celebrating Emancipation. And how much countries can boast of having people look so different, but then are so similar at the same time?
And then another win on our side is that we have the most holidays in the world too. So just
true. Everyone is represented.
Not mad. Tomorrow's a holiday. We're not mad. We're taking
and I think we have the biggest roundabout in the world as well.
We do.
Oh yeah, the Queen's Park Savannah.
Park Savannah, which is the mecca of carnival, guys. I know you guys can't wait, but I'm telling you, I am probably going to be in every fete. I am going to be meeting in the truck 7 a.m. I am on the.
I lose all vibe to go to the gym. They say at a train normally I have a 6-pack because I bear back on the road. Right? I have a belly now, yes?
Yeah, but me too.
Yeah.
I started yesterday morning, bro. And I'm on again. I fell off, started working out during the pandemic last year. Fell off. Carnival time fell off. Because to me, the carnival time was a very kind of tricky thing dealing with my mental. Actually performing for people in a virtual setting, but at the same time, Carnival Monday and Tuesday, seeing people going about business like if everything all right. When really and truly, in a snapshot 1 year ago, it was, anyway. But everybody keeping it positive within the circle right here. And it's very important.
You say it, right? You say there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I personally think we closer to the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm holding on to that air. We almost there. We do what we had to do. We almost there. Yeah. We almost get to pick a side again. We almost get to pick a side again.
You have to, guys. What side are you picking?
GIEA next year, we run out with a 6-pack, you know.
That's what we're talking about. And you go pick your side, I go pick my side.
Man, we don't want no bad vibes in the mass.
Yeah. None at all. Just that away.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I just want to thank you so much again for joining me this evening. Honestly, I just have a feeling. So this is the first time the three of us are connecting this way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we could probably be talking for like hours.
Facts. I didn't even know it was 9 o'clock already.
This is it.
I didn't even watch the time. I thought we just started.
Nah, that's when it's fruitful and there's a positive conversation going on, man. So thanks for having me.
When you're having fun.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys again for this amazing opportunity to chat with you about culture, about Trinidad and Tobago, about being ambassadors, servant leaders. I am really hoping that people see this conversation and are inspired through our laughs. It was just a great time for having you here. Our reigning 2-time Chutney Soca Monarch winner. Thank you, GI, so much, the General, for joining us. And of course, the ambassador for pushing the soca global, the one and only Erphaan Alves, Mr. Overdue himself. Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thank you so much very much for joining me. I am your Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago, Jenelle Thongs. Thank you for joining me for another episode of
guys, just for now, that one is just for now, because when you win
GI, anything you want to say before you go?
No, yes, just Trinidad and Tobago for now. Because
we're trying to be humble, GI. We're just trying to be humble.
Yo, I like GI energy. I love GI energy.
Our humbleness will come from here. This come from the actions. That is where we humbleness come from.
Mad.
Action.
Yeah,
We don't talk.
I love that.
Our actions is.
I'm gonna definitely.
All the best, gents. I know you're gonna represent well. I am confident in you and the team. Yeah. You know, this is nothing new for you. This is just another title that you have been sent. You have been chosen by the public of Trinidad and Tobago to go and represent us as Imran said, right? So big up and all the best. God's richest blessings unto you and the team.
Jenelle, all the best. I wish you any percentage-wise, I don't have a figure what I would like to wish for you, but God is on your side, darling. You're a very beautiful woman, beautiful young lady. You are a very strong person, and I could sense that with this conversation alone. And there is nothing like shivering in your voice, and that in itself for me is a win. Yeah. Because you will go out there and you will speak as a true leader and a true representative of Trinidad and Tobago. And I wish you the very best. And you are in my prayers, and you will be in everything. My whole energy going with you from this conversation. I leave in my energy and my winning vibe, what I have with me in
pass the baton.
Yeah, I pass the baton to you, Jenelle Thongs. Take it in.
Take it in.
You're a champion, you're a winner. And you have me, my family, and my entire team support. And we back in here 1,000,000%, not even 100, 1,000,000%. And we salute you before you put on that crown. We salute you, and after you put on the crown, we will salute you again.
Oh gosh, guys! So you see what I mean? I'm just gonna carry a little Erphaan and a little GI in my pocket when I go to Poland. So anytime I slip it, anytime I'm feeling a little type of way, I'll just remember this conversation. Thank you guys.
Anytime, Jenelle. If you feel at any point in time, I am there on Instagram. You could send me an inbox, GI Music. I'll check out EA. I'll follow you, bro, on Instagram. I'll follow
big up
on Instagram. We'll keep in touch. If at any point in time that you feel that you need a boost, I am there. keep that message. Yeah. Use us as your Gatorade and your Lucozade and things.
I'll go with the Lucozade. I'll just be
Use our energy. You understand?
Yeah.
Use
blessings flow hard.
Thank you so much, guys. As I said, this was an amazing episode of Jensday on a Wednesday. We will be back next Wednesday. We have more amazing guests that I'll be featuring. We're talking pageantry, we're talking culture, we're talking all things Trinidad and Tobago. So thanks so much for joining us for this episode, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Excellent.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. This was amazing. Thanks, guys. Bye, GI.
Take care. Bye. Ice later.